Hey everybody, Dustin Slinker with the Bait Shack and Team Pautzke Outdoors. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, one of my hidden secrets for trout fishing that I like to share with everyone is how to use our Fire Brine in curing shrimp. You know, it's a real simple process. The way I go about it, as you see here, I got my Fire Brine laid out. The most important thing is the shrimp. I like going to the store, getting thawed shrimp. I got some thawed, uncooked, tail on, shell on shrimp. I've got some salad shrimp. Kind of do a couple different ways. I got a couple different colors of Fire Brine up here. I'm always talking about it's important to have different colors with you when you're out fishing. If we fish one color, we got stuff going on, the bite turns off. We put on a different color, we can turn that bite right back on. And it's just that important to have different options when we're out there. So let's not waste any time. Let's get started. The other thing I always talk about is gloves. Whenever I'm handling bait, making bait, putting baits on my hook, I'm a believer in a pair of rubber gloves, latex gloves, keeping our scent off of there. I think it really makes a difference. These fish can smell you if you use tobacco, you smoke, you chewing tobacco, they can smell that on your fingers. That gets on your bait, those fish can smell it. You know, so I always like to put gloves. But as you see here, real simple. Today what I'm going to be using is these clear jars. I really want you to see the shrimp in these jars, maybe pouring the Fire Brine in, you know, and then, you know, fortunate for you guys, at the end I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. You know, from start to finish, this is probably one of the simplest ways to make bait that's truly effective for you on the water. So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take a couple shrimp, put them down in there. I'll put a couple of the whole tail on, shell on shrimps. We'll kind of load the jars up, get them ready. This is fun. You know, you get there, it's exciting. You make your bait, take it out, test it. You can do many different things. You see a lot of our guys will add different additives to throw firepower to it. You can do that. You know, you gotta do what's right for you, what works for you. Just get out there, experiment, play around. Once you find what's getting your bobber to go down, that's what you're gonna kind of stick with. And for me, just taking this Fire Brine, putting it on my shrimp, getting it ready, there's nothing else beats it out there. And I'm just gonna fill these up. I wanna cover the shrimp up. A couple bottles here. We're just gonna go right over the top of it. Let's go ahead and finish that bottle off. And the blue, when these guys really take the color with the blue, man, it's real vibrant. It really soaks into the meat of the shrimp all the way through. You just get an awesome looking piece of bait out there. Here we go, a little pink. Crack open some orange. So, just gonna fill those up. Through this whole process, I'll let them sit up 24 hours, 36 hours. What I'll do is I get them filled up. And once they start to take it, I crack them open. I kind of look at the inside of the inside meat of the shrimp. And once that color is soaked and absorbed all the way through, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them out and I'm going to dry them. And I'm going to switch containers and I'm going to pack them back in. Pack them back in that container. A little bit of paper towel in there to kind of keep them dry. And then from there you can just keep them in your refrigerator, keep them cool. You can put them in the freezer, freeze them, pull them out, take a couple pieces out with you, put them in a separate bag. So when you go out there and you go fishing, these work great for trout, silver salmon, coho up here in Alaska. They'll take them. Work for a lot of fish. They really like to eat that fresh shrimp on there. Get it colored up. It gives them something different to look at. Just put the lids on there, screw them down kind of tight, shake them up. I'm just gonna let these guys sit. I like to put them in the refrigerator because they are coming fresh from the deli, so they are cold. We don't want them to spoil or rot. This is kind of new. Just look at that. Look at those colors. When I talk about these shrimp and they really take the colors of the Fire Brine, I mean they really take the color of the Fire Brine. This red's already soaking into the shrimp. And that's how easy that whole process was from start to finish. Get you some fresh uncooked shrimp, put them in some jars, cover it up to the top with some Fire Brine, put the lids on them, put them in the refrigerator, come back a day later, and you're gonna have a finished product that's really ready to get out there and fish with. You know, I want to show you what the finished product looks like, and just how well these shrimp take these colors. Check these blue ones out. Just, you know, have you ever seen blue shrimp that really looks like this? And these guys are all the way through. Got a little pink here. We'll put out there. Let's look at that. Did these up. I'm getting ready. My salmon season's coming to an end. I'm getting ready to start trout fishing. I love taking these into the stock lakes to fish. Great place to have them. Like I said, we run different colors. You know, they'll find those fish. They'll want a certain color this time of day, and then they turn off. And once we put on something else, you know, a different color, we'll get some more fish to turn back on, start biting. But just look how vibrant these shrimp. They took it. You know, that is all the way through there. That is the red all the way through that shrimp. You know, we look at the blue. You know, blue is a wonderful color, and these guys will just hammer this. Look at that. It's all the way in there. And we just tear off little pieces of shrimp. That's the size of your pinky down right there, and these trout will just crush this stuff right here. So we talked about when I take them out 24 to 36 hours after soaking in the Fire Brine, you know, and I move them into a separate container. I let them dry a little bit, pat them off. You can see here I got my container, put a little paper towel on the bottom. I'm just going to build layers in there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them and set them on, put them in there and pack them tight. Another little layer on top of it. Just like that. It's going to keep them nice and dry. I can throw these back in the fridge. I can throw them into the freezer like this. I can pull them out. I can just take a row of each color with me when I go out to go fish. Makes storage, keeps them dry, makes it real simple.